Gotta ask the interesting question. Charlie's Angels, the TV show or the film, which did it make a difference and did it help or hurt? We used to watch the TV show back in the day. Of course, a lot of cats had mad crushes on Farrah Fawcett. Then later Cheryl Ladd came on. But, Jacqueline Smith, Kate Jackson, Bosley, Brian Doyle, and of course, John Forsythe was Charlie, who had the coolest voice, had the coolest gig talking to the speaker box. I don't know how it would fly today, but the movie came out over 20 years ago. It was campy, and it was very campy. Some other people might find it somewhat offensive, how they thought that they would exploit it or how they looked at it. But I think the question was, did the movie help the TV show, or did it just kind of keep it in the cheese factor? I know it's interesting how you look at it. I liked the show as a kid, obviously. Young cat watching no women like at that time, liking it, but knew it was a fluff. And then of course when I watched the movie years later, I think it was Lucy Ling who did the moonwalk. They had Billie Jean and they were doing it was like a cameo spoof. And it just came off cornball. You know. I like the action back in the day. Like when you're watching something at the time, it might seem kind of cool, the novelty of it, the flair of it, but then as you look at it through different lenses, it just doesn't hit the same. And that's kind of how, you know. But I will say this. If you get a reboot of a successful TV show, that means obviously they put money in it. They obviously know that there's a fan base for it. They obviously know that it has a style to it. So it has a base that's going to say, hey, this is something distinctive. This is something that you know is it takes on a life of its own. So um it's one of those things that um you kind of marvel at, you're amazed at, and you're kind of like, just blown away that how that all comes into view. So I think that it was a testament that the show was able to, when you can go through another generations, you're talking probably like 25 years later, 30 years later. So that's a testament to it, doing it. Now, even though I do think Hollywood is lazy, uninspired, and just embarrassing because all these rethreads and these reboots and stuff, there is a concept to bringing back a show into a movie for a whole new generation audience in totality that makes it hit and gives it some credibility. Um, you know. So it hits a little bit differently. It's one of those things that you kind of like, once you get into it. But the TV show was cool. The movie was corny. They both were corny, but I think that looking at it later in, it's like one thing when you first catch it in real time, it's another when you catch it again. Smartest tact is to wait if you can 25, 30 years later to try it again, because then a new audience comes along and it might have a new appreciation for it. You know, there's been always rumors about bringing back TV shows and the movies, and some of it works, some of it doesn't. So we shall see. But I didn't really think the film added. It was just something for me to watch. I didn't think it added nothing to it. Just thought it was kind of like, kind of there. But like the TV show more for the time period. You know. But anyway, tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.